What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Today we're hanging with the food babe again. She put up a thing on Facebook again that has some interesting stuff, and it's about bread. I mean, a lot of us eat bread, I mean, unless you're dieting for show, and then even then, you get the IFYM people or flexible dieters are like, I gotta eat my bread, Jerry. It doesn't matter because it's carbs, so fucking eat your bread, whatever. But the bottom line is, I eat bread all the time. I eat fucking burgers every day. I eat fucking all kinds of shit every day, so who gives a fuck? Anyways. But the food babe likes to talk about stuff that's in the foods that we don't know about. Now, this is what I try to explain to people a lot when they're like, Jerry, there's no such thing as good and bad foods. There's no such thing as clean foods. There's no such thing as dirty foods. I'm like, you dumb fucks. Just because it has sugar in it does not make it a fucking dirty food. Okay? Sugar is a natural thing in the world that fucking occurs without being fucking processed. There is natural sugar. However, there are chemicals and things that are put in food that makes that food a processed, shitty food that is dangerous for your body. Now, do I eat them? Yes. That doesn't mean that fucking I'm going to stop eating them. It's not what my life's goal is. My life's goal is not to fucking take every chemical out of my body. If you know my history, you know if I've already put every chemical under the sun in my body, do I really give a fuck? Is it affecting me? No, then I don't do it. But some people, it does affect. And the people that it does affect should smarten the fuck up and look for these things because they could change some health complications that they've been having. You know, a lot of people think that they're gluten intolerant, and what's really happening is it's these fucking, some people are, don't get me wrong, but it's these fucking things they put in the food chemical-wise that are fucking people up. So now these are store-bought breads that she thinks you should stay away from. Sara Lee 100% whole wheat. Now here's the key words to look for. It's on the ingredient list. High fructose corn syrup, sugar, soybean oil, mono and diglycerides, ethoxylated mono and diglycerides, sodium sterol lactate, calcium peroxide, datum, azocarbonadium, that's a fucked up word, calcium propionate, is that like testosterone propionate, cornstarch, soy lecithin, and soy flour. Now, she's saying flat out that all of these things can have reactions in the body that can be negative. And for some people that are sensitive to them, it can fuck you up. And you don't realize that it's in there because you just grab bread. You're like, how harmless is bread? I've had people actually say, it's only a piece of bread, Jerry. Well, that's true. But for somebody who has an issue, what the fuck? You have all these things that are going on, and you're getting tested. And they're like, we can't figure it out. We don't know. You don't have this. You don't have that. We have no idea what's going on with you. And you never stop to look at the foods that you're taking in and say, I think some people consider them food allergies, and I guess that's what they would be. But it's not necessarily gluten intolerance. There's other things that can fuck you up. Another one is Martin's Potato Rolls. Has all those same things that we just talked about. Pepperidge Farms, high fructose corn syrup, soybean oil, vegetable mono and diglycerides, calcium propionate, again, it says that's to retard spoilage. Soy lecithin, Thomas's whole wheat English muffins is on the list of things to avoid. One that they say is not the best, but it's okay, is Udi's gluten-free bread, which has canola oil in it, xanthan gum, cornstarch, cultured corn syrup solids. It's a natural mold inhibitor. Okay, so you don't have fucking moldy bread. So they're doing things to try to make a better life out of the bread so you don't have to throw it away, which doesn't make any sense, because if you had to throw the bread away, they'd have to come back and buy more bread. So I'm not sure why. Or then again, if they're trying to sell the bread that's not selling, it could sit on the store shelves for a longer period of time or in storage and not go bad, and they wouldn't lose money. So maybe that's what it's for. And they go on to talk about the best bread choices on the market right now. And this is a quick rundown of the best bread choices. Ezekiel sprout grain bread, food for life, all varieties, 7 grain sesame, Genesis flax, cinnamon raisin, tortillas, and the muffins. Now, I've used the Ezekiel bread for, Jay Cutler started eating it and it kind of made it mainstream. Like, none of us really knew about it until Jay started eating it. And the cereal is it's like eating fucking gravel. So, I mean, I wouldn't suggest the cereal unless you want to lose a couple teeth while you're fucking chewing on it. But the Ezekiel bread's good. It tastes a little cardboard-like. It's a little, it's a bread, but it's not like a regular piece of bread. The texture's a little bit different on it. They said that the sprout grain breads like Ezekiel, sunseed bread, banana walnut hemp bread, sprouted multigrain bread, sprouted wheat bread, sprouted wheat multigrain bread. If you notice, there's sprouts inside of all these things. It seems to be the trend with these sprout grain different breads and stuff they have. Different gluten-free breads that she approves, which this chick is badass. I mean, she's just cool. Buckwheat bread, gluten-free rice almond bread. Who the fuck would have ever thought of putting that together? Gluten-free exotic black rice bread. What? Anyways, gluten-free super chia bread. That sounds interesting. Good morning millet toaster cakes by Ancient Grains Bakery. I don't know what the fuck that is. gluten-free deli rye-style bread. And then it says ancient grain breads. These must be older grains. Gluten-free ancient grains breads, spelt ancient grain breads, good seed spelt bread. The fuck? Some of these things, I don't even know what the fuck they are. I mean, these are the lists that she puts on there now. Of course, do your own research, but, you know, she talks about the things like dough conditioners that they use. This is like what you don't want to take in your body that can fuck with your health. Dough conditioners, preservatives, GMOs, added sugar, artificial flavorings and colorings. These are the things that she listed. You know, they said that some of them are created by heating ammonia and is considered a carcinogen when created this way. And that is some of the flavoring and coloring. That's how they make it. You know, they put it in the bread. And, you know, I definitely grew up thinking that, you know, bread is good for you. You know, bread and butter. That's the bread and butter of it. You know, it's kind of like ingrained in you. And you have, you know, pasta, bread. Those are your main carbohydrate sources. Growing up in my family as a kid, you know, mashed potatoes, stuff like that. But now they're starting to realize that, you know, these breads nowadays are not what we had. This is not fucking Wonder Bread anymore, okay? This is not the little bread that we had that had like fucking 5 ingredients in it. I mean, these things have huge amounts of ingredients in them. And some of them are not good for the body. And it's been proven over and over again in studies. How the fuck they wind up in there, I don't know. You know, like this goes to show that, you know, I guess they really don't give a fuck. As long as they can make a product, they're not really worried about long-term health effects. You know, or they look at it and they say, well, it can only happen in 1 out of every 15 people that can be fucked up by it. That's a good fucking bad to good ratio, so let's sell it anyways. It's kind of fucked up, but anyways, Food Babe, check her out. This is just her bread review, which every time I read her stuff, I find out something pretty interesting. And what I do is, like, I don't take it for face value. I don't say, okay, well, she said it, so it must be true. What I'll do is go ahead and start fucking Googling and finding out these other ingredients that are in this stuff, and then start reading the stuff myself that it says, yeah, this was proven to do this was proven to do that, all these different things, and I'm like, holy shit, she's right. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, she could be lying. Who the fuck knows? It could be all propaganda, but, you know, a lot of stuff turns out to be true, and you're like, I didn't even know that, and I didn't even know enough to look for it until I had read her page. So go check out the Food Babe and see all the cool shit that she has on there. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostraining.com is a blog, and where it's to know what's in your bread before you eat it, Bicep, and we're out.